so grateful that you could be here with us today. Before moving into our keynote poet, I do have to pause for your late-stage capitalism guilt trip. We are in an independent bookstore, celebrating an independent literary journal. If you would like both of these institutions to stay here, the best thing you can do is give us all your money. If you are hard up for money, Malvern has the lovely $5 cart by the checkout counter. Great for impulse buys. And if you didn't know, the new issue of Borderlands is only $10, and our back issues are only $5, and they're buy one, get one free. So everybody buy like 5 things before you should. All right. So our keynote poet for issue 50 is Alex Lemon. I will not be introducing Alex Lemon. I'm the meta person. Ryan Sharp, who did the keynote poet interview, will introduce Alex Lemon, and I got word at the last minute that Ryan was coming, so I failed to get biographical information. But Ryan Sharp is a longtime editor and who did a lot of great things to shape the journal the past few years, and we're super grateful for his work. He has a PhD from UT Austin, yes, and he lives with his family in Fort Worth, and this fall will be teaching up at Baylor. So, welcome back.
I want to get out of the way quickly because I feel like Alex's poems will speak for themselves. But I'll say a couple of things, and thank you, Allison and James. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it down, so I threw my back out last week, and so I was like, I'm still kind of a little bit of a tin man, but I kind of came because I wanted to go on a road trip with Alex Lemon. We drove down from Fort Worth, and so that was kind of like the sealer. And I say that not really even jokingly, because I really do, I love Alex. He's not only is he a fantastic poet, but like, get to know him as a friend, and he's such a generous person. And you can see how much he cares about stuff in his poems. This book that we got to talk about in the journal, Another Last Day, it took him 15 years to write, and it shows like the intentionality and how sharp and how everything's been refined and is thoughtful in its placement and mindful in its placement. One quick example of that is in the poem, the poems are all titled by Roman numerals as it becomes like one long kind of book-length poem. And it opens, inside me antlers lightning. And that, when I read that couplet, it just blew my mind, the idea of like making both the verb do the metaphorical work and just thinking about how the antlers within the light. And so that's beautiful. And then it ends with only the whispering dirt of everything that has come before, and what grows inside me before too long will be light. And so when I was reading this poem, that kind of like blew my mind. I think I wrote like 3 poems just not thinking about just that one poem, because me and Alex have been trying to write some poems together. And so the last thing I'll say, so I got to have a lot of fun interviewing Alex for the issue. And so as Allison said, please buy the issue, because I think it's a fun, the poems in there are dynamite, as Saul kind of already started, as demonstrated. But then we got to do the interview, and in the interview, I've had some fun with interviews before, but with Alex, we talk about Samuel Beckett, we talk about ODB, we talk about Minnesota underground hip hop, and the importance of epigraphs. And so it has quite a bit of, I thought I had a lot of fun with the range of our conversation. And so definitely, if you have a chance to buy it, and then also Ramona's essay, just got to peek at it too, and it's really great if you're interested in the history of Borderlands and how that connects to the literary community here in Austin, which I think we're trying to build in Fort Worth. And I think at the center of that is Alex kind of like blowing on the kindling, trying to get the fire started. And before I even landed in Fort Worth, he had already like lined up 2 poetry readings for me, I think. And so he's such a generous person and a patron of poetry, but then a dynamite poet. And so in the interview, I think he describes his poetry really well when he says, "My poetry is always attempting to create a connection in something broken or split in me, or with those breakages I feel, the body, the self, the spirit, the world, fallibility and grace, pain and goodness, the world in my body through language. I don't think it can be done, but I can't stop trying." And I see that not only this book, but in all the books, buy all of his books, because they're all spectacular. And they navigate the world in very localized, specific ways, and like his recovery from brain surgery to being a father and navigating that new space and that breakage as well. And so there's some of the books back there, and or you can go want to say more, but I'm going to get out of the way and want to welcome up Alex to do some talking about his own, or sharing his own poetry. But here's Alex.
Thank you, everybody. I am incredibly grateful to be here to be a part of this wonderful magazine's 50th publication. And big thanks to Malvern, but especially to all of you for coming today. Cocoon. No matter how well we live, there will be mornings when 3,000 pounds of jet fuel spill from an airplane racing across the sky. Every Tuesday, a farmer falls against a pitchfork in the barn. All of us will surprise two bodies in a dark room, grinding each other soft, or leave home in short sleeves on a day snowplows roar to life. In one life or another, we've all been the pocket of a murderer, restless with bullets or a knotted sheet, tearing apart, unable to hold a lover's yearning weight. Down the street, two boys are swinging behind the school. In a week, one will be struck blind by the cry God makes when someone lives. The same day, the other boy will write the first sentence in his autobiography. It might be better to be a caterpillar, half asleep on an elm branch, staring marble-eyed at budding grass. But as soon as you think this, the saint of ice cubes pounds against your door. Swaggering in his stillness, he looks you up and down, pokes your chest. He makes you watch as under the cashew moon he grins, rakes his cheek and yowls. Then terrible as the boy's soon-to-be white eyes, he raises a fist to the flickering streetlight and shakes wicked the hummingbird he squeezed into a bottle. Corpus. When I say hello, it means bite my heart. Let the black fly spin invisible and delirious on vinyl. Let it save me from what I can't know. Send posthumous letters in neon. Scribble love unreadable. My body is sweet with blasphemy and punk teeth. Memories of slam dancing underwater. Tonight, the absence of rain is the mouth open rush to noise. A hurricane of wasps, throat clamoring for air. This half-earth where grind sleeps dormant. A sickness without temperature or cough. Hold my hand, my nothing shouts. We'll stay up all night. We'll orgy with shake and groove. Wet whisper, clap, kiss, watch me go. The best part. The best part of brain surgery isn't the shining staples that keep it all in. The ways fingers and tongues will find the scar. It's not wheelchair rides through maple leaves. Sunlight warming a bruise as I fumble peeling an orange. Nor is it the gentle tug of a nurse reminding muscles. Bend, stretch, and flex. The sweetest ingredient. The best part is the cutting. Hollow space that longs to be filled with what little I have. The first bite, cold fruit. Bedridden, I weigh my glass eye in a wrinkle-mapped hand. I'm so grateful to be included in this publication. It was an honor to be a part of such a huge event in the lifetime of the publication. So thank you both. But also because My friendship with Ryan moved to Fort Worth with his family last year, and my friendship with Ryan has been the best part of my 40s. It was the best part of my year, and so I'm just deeply thankful for your friendship, and I love Ryan, and I was so bummed when you said you hurt your back. So I just got back from vacation with my family. I was texting. He's like, hurt my back, lifting. It was like a humble brag, a little bit. Like I hurt my back, lifting a washing machine. But I was really sad because Ryan and I get lunch during the academic year. We hang out, we talk, and it is always the best part of my day. I've really been looking forward to this, and so glad you've recovered.
Me too.
Mosquito. You want evidence of the street fight? A gutter grate bruise and concrete scabs. Here are nails on the tongue. A mosaic of glass shards on my lips. I am midnight banging against house fire. A naked woman shaking with the sweat of need. An ocean of burning diamonds beneath my roadkill. My hitchhiker belly feels sweet. I am neon blind and kiss too black. Dangle stars. Let me sleep hoarse-throated in the desert under a blanket sewn from spiders. Let me be delicate and invisible. Kick my ribs, tug my hair, scream you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Sing implosion to this world where nothing is healed. Slap me, I'll be any kind of sinner. You can tell that's an old poem. I had to tug my hair, now it should be like, rub my head. Beautification campaign. Liposuction for everyone who can recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Lip gloss, Lee press-on nails arrive weekly in the mail. The turkey is always fat-free, and the cottage cheese is nothing but protein. These days, the helicopters drop leaflets, but in truth, no one understands the food pyramid, and so I'm inconsolable. I can't get rid of these love handles. The woman in the radio tells me to eat more hearts of palm, but I don't know what they look like. Bundles of skin-tight tracksuits are thrown on my stoop like the morning paper, and I think gastric bypass is the answer for me. I stay up late and cut out coupons for Botox injections, but there's no money left, so I whiten my teeth with bleach. I toss and turn in the middle of the night, listening to Wide Awake Sam rifle through the trash outside. He never sleeps, and I can't stop thinking about my love handles. When I turn the kitchen light on, I see him out there, filling his bag with recyclables, his belly with whatever drops from the half-empty cans. At the table, I fondle my love handles and tell the cat that I am not afraid of science. Cut them off me and feed them to the dogs. But I have to admit, I've been so disappointed with modernity. You can't taste the range in those free-range hogs. I say, let all of the beef be beef-fed. I want night vision after eating a plate of salmon. Let the teats of cows drip with the sweetest honey. I want my baby spinach made with real 100% baby. Thank you for laughing. It's very serious. It had only been dead a few hours. What a strange paradise this is. Languid apricot trees and birds of paradise, tire flattened oranges in the alley, and ants in the hummingbird feeders. Neighbors peek from the blinds when the sprinklers torque on, and I cannot romanticize this torture test. You say your foot is killing you. Well, damn it, you are dead right on. That is the essence of all this, isn't it? Let me tell you, they begin as piles of bones, the animals in my dreams do. Each night they clink and clunk and rise like a time-lapse video of skyscraper construction. One animal turns into a man, and the man gives birth to a dead dog. In just seconds, the other animals have rent them apart. And then I'm awake. I'll never sleep again. Night swallows knife through the morning fog as I stand at the window listening to the coyote song. My entire body is killing me, and I have witnessed my own death and lived. I whisper my wagers against disaster into the dark air. Please, I'll make another plug for the capitalism. Really amazing events like this so rarely happen, right? And they're only made possible by all these amazing people who sacrifice so much time and energy because they love what's... Hi, Nia. I know Nia. How you doing? Because they sacrifice so much of their lives. They invest their own skills and money and passion into what they do, and then make it available to all of us. And so help people, who do these amazing things for us by purchasing the Lit Journal, by buying some books. This bookstore is amazing. I'm going to read one poem from the issue, and then I'm going to read a couple more poems from my books. Kissy Kiss. The point of daylight, desire pulsing outward, pursuing the man who swoops by in his wheelchair and snakes my purse. A 13-year-old drinks Jack Daniels from a sippy cup. Bang, bang, bang goes his finger pointing at the cop car. Clop, clop, clop goes my peg leg down the hall. Listening to it all will give you a healthy resentment for everything. Creepy goes the flat tire on the car that drives in circles around the playground. Love comes on nights the fiddleheads open under the moon. Leave behind the photos of blind men watching TV. Soon it will be time to clap without hands. So I'm gonna read a little excerpt from my most recent book. Like Ryan said, it is a book-length poem called Another Last Day. On the carpet of the family room, my feet bring mud. which is a kindness, a prayer. This is it. This is it. The rain started an hour ago. It washed out my weeping eyes. They say everything has happened, or maybe now nothing at all. As my skin is ice cold, everything is just fine. Out of the colander of cut greens, a shimmering blue dot plummets to the floor. As I crouch to it, I hear whispering. You poor plaything. The beetle pinballs over the tiles, rolls out of my grasp. Let me show you the many ways of never, I whisper. The pecan tree outside the window sighs and rubs its hands. Your mother, your father, I am older now. This world is a terrible place, but I want to last forever, clinging to its teeth. I'm going to read just one more poem. I want to thank everybody for coming, for hanging out for a little bit on this beautiful day. But thanks again to everyone at Borderlands for making this possible, for Malvern here, for making this amazing space open to all of us, and especially to all of you. I appreciate each one of you for coming and hearing some poems. Thank you. Boundless. Let's go, my little paradise, my little heart attacks. The city is unwinding. Roots are busting through concrete. Soon it will no longer be the epic of racing around in circles. There'll be no more sleeping all night in the Xerox machine. All those disposable hours where we sat around wondering how many times you could tell someone that you loved them before they explode, instead of just leaning into their warmth and actually saying it. Soon, no one will want unlimited texts because it will be known. This right now, this is exactly what you need. And it is brought to you by every second that happens hereafter, and how the sunrise holds your closed eyes. Any time is the best time for us to go. Please hold my hand. It is such a pleasure to be not dead and walking through this place with you. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. You can definitely see the character of the relationship there with Ryan and Alex, and it's on every page of the interview in this issue. It was very fun to read. Ladies and gentlemen, we have about concluded our program for today. Issue number 50 is one that honors the past, brings it into the future, brings it into the present, and looks towards the future. We have the work of Mr. James Searles, who graced our issue for issue number 1 and has come back for issue number 50. We have a great essay by Ramona Kearley, longtime director. We have fresh, new poems and essays from people like Alex and Saul. And we look to the future with our newer staff, who will be the new stewards of the journal and will carry it into the future. I want to personally thank Saul, Alex, Francis, Ruby, Liz, Terry, and Carlos, Ruby's husband, for coming out today to participate and to share everything, as well as all of the guests here. We couldn't do it without you. Without the sum combined talents of everybody, this could not come together. And I'm truly very grateful, so thank you so much. One last small order of business. Borderlands is, you may or may not know, supported in part by the Cultural Arts Division of the City of Austin. Is supported in part by the Cultural Arts Division of the City of Austin Economic Development Department. We do have to take a few statistics here or there that help with our program. We're going to have some folks passing around surveys here. If you wouldn't mind, take a moment to complete those surveys. They help us conduct and run our program on a yearly basis. Again, thank you so much, each and every one of you, for coming out and participating. It's great to see you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.